Hi, it's Coach Todd with feelgoodlife.com, where we teach people over 50 how to get healthy, feel good, pain-free joints. In today's video, I want to teach you 7 simple, easy chair stretches that you can do to help realign your spine and relieve low back pain. You see, one of the biggest reasons people have low back pain is because the spine may be slightly out of alignment, right? And how does the spine get out of alignment? Well, daily life happens, right? We might be sitting in a weird position, maybe for years, right? And our spine just, it's a column, right, of a lot of vertebrae or building blocks, right, that hold structure to our body. And so things get slightly out of alignment and things get pinched, right? And so that's why, one of the reasons why the pain may start and happen in your low back. So these are 7 easy chair stretches that you can do to help relieve low back pain. As always, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you are enjoying our content, and hit that bell to make sure that you are alerted every time we have a new video. We have an accompanying video to this video that is a follow along. So in that video, I don't go through all the form. This video teaches the form for each of the 7 exercises. But if you know the form and you just want to use it as a daily follow along ritual that you can do to keep your back super healthy and your spine in really good shape, then go ahead and click this button right here and you'll be taken over to that follow along video. But this exercise, we teach you each of the form for the 7 exercises. The first exercise is called ragdoll. And if you were to imagine your vertebrae, right, they're building blocks, this one helps to elongate and stretch the back part of the vertebrae. So I'm actually going to do this from the side so you can kind of see, even in my spine, how things start to elongate. So you're going to sit in a chair. I'm more in a stool just for demonstration purposes, but you want your knees at a 90-degree angle. Mine's at a little bit more. Ideally, you'd be up here. Again, this is just more for demonstration purposes, but your spine is going to stay neutral at first, and you're going to breathe in, and as you exhale, you're going to slowly round your spine just like this. Your hands and arms are going to flow between your knees. Your pressure in your lower body is pressing against your heels, and you just rest. You let your head float down underneath you. And I'm not sure if you can see that or not, but they're called spinous processes. So the outer bumps of the spine, there's increase in length from each of those little bumps inside my spine. And you just relax, let your body relax. You hold that position for 2 full breaths. In each exhale, you release even more, let your body float down. You can certainly hold it longer. When you're ready to come up, realize that those ligaments, those tendons, those muscles are now in a stretch position. So what people can do, if they try to just force their way back up, oftentimes they can cause strain or sprain. And so what I recommend is slowly bring your hands or your arms up to your knees, just like this, and use your arms to push against your knees. So right now I'm using very little back strength. If I didn't use my arms, all my muscles back here would engage, and then I would lift up. But so that's what I walk my hands up my legs and rest my body against my hands to come back out of that position. Ragdoll is a fantastic exercise just for overall spinal health. The next exercise is called spinal twist, right? So we just elongated the back part of the spine. This exercise helps twist. There's ligaments that are in between. They're called transverse spinae. They're the lateral or the outer portions of the vertebrae. And so it helps stretch those little ligaments that are connecting those vertebrae. So sit in a chair, spine neutral. By neutral, I mean you're not humped over and you're not overextended. You're just nice and neutral. And then you're going to place your right hand across. Again, this stool is a little bit high for me. Ideally, I would be in a chair where my knees are 90-degree angle, but this is, again, for demonstration purposes. Your right hand over your left knee, your left hand, try to grab something on the chair behind you and you're gonna use your hands to twist your body backwards. You can even look backwards with your head, and you're gonna feel that rotation all up your spine. You twist. Again, you can hold it for 2 breaths, even 3 breaths. Make sure one of the tricks is to keep your shoulders relaxed during this exercise. So sometimes people tend to tense up their shoulders. Just try to keep those relaxed. And then with each breath out, you can try to push just a little bit further. You don't need to go as absolutely full on, as far as you can. You want to listen to your body as you twist backwards. Especially if you have low back pain, just start off slow. And just doing this rotation is really healthy for your spine. Same thing for the right side. Your left hand goes over your right knee. Your right hand grabs something behind the chair. Keep those shoulders down and twist with each breath out. And you'll feel that nice rotation all up your spine. Third exercise is knees to chest. So the bottom portion of your spine or your low back has tons of nerves. There are just tons of nerves that go every which way, go down your leg and go down into your knee and whatnot. So this exercise helps to open up the pelvic region, or the base of the pelvis, or the base of the spine in a really, really unique way. So what you're gonna start off is, say I wanna stretch more the left portion of it. I'm gonna take my left knee, bring that up to my chest, and just hold. Again, keep those shoulders relaxed. Don't tense them up when you're doing this. Keep them relaxed and press it up. And you should feel the stretch behind the lower portion of your spine or your low back. You're gonna hold that for 2 breaths and then release. And then for the next one, go ahead and grab just by your knee, underneath your knee, and lift up. And then release again. This is stretching the base of the spine where just tons of different nerves are combining together. The fourth exercise is the side bend with twist. So you want a good, strong base with your legs for this exercise. You're gonna clasp your fingers, interlace your fingers together, lift them up as high as you can. If this is as high as you can, that's perfectly fine. If you can get it up higher, that's great too. If you have shoulder issues, you could even just keep them against your chest, just like this. That's perfectly fine too. I'm gonna keep my hands just about here. You're gonna side bend. Again, there's ligaments and tendons between your vertebrae or your spinal column. And what we're doing here is stretching them. And then we're gonna add a little bit of a twist to that spine. So up here, stretch. I'm gonna bend down and twist, just like this. If you want, with each breath out, you can get lower and lower. Just make sure you have a nice wide base with your feet. Down here, and hold it for 2 breaths. And then slowly roll your spine back up. Let's go ahead and do it on the other side as well. Again, you twist, so think of your vertebrae, your spinal columns, just the side portion elongating, and then I'm gonna twist towards the floor. So that's just getting an extra movement, an extra twist in your spinal column. Down here, and you should feel that all up and down your spine. It feels really good. When you're ready to come back, you slowly come back up. This is another exercise that people tend to crunch their shoulders up by your ears. Right? It's a common tendency, right? When you're stressed, you just lift your shoulders up. Try to keep those shoulders nice and relaxed. All right, 5th exercise is called pelvis tilts. Now, this is probably an exercise that you may never have seen before, but it's a really, really good one. Again, what we're doing is we're loosening up all the areas of the low back, right? There's different roads, so to speak, of nerves and muscles and ligaments and tendons that go into this portion of your low back. And so what we want to do is just loosen everything. Think of it like barricades into a city. And what we're doing is tearing down all those barricades just so that all the cars and the trucks, the nutrients can flow into that area and bring health and healing. So this is called pelvic tilts. What you're gonna do is slowly, I'm gonna do this from the side. Hopefully you can see this well. So my spine is neutral right now. When I tuck my pelvis, I tuck it in like this. When I rotate or shift my pelvis out, it's like arching my low back. Same thing, pelvic tilts, down and up. You want to do this 5 times. So it's not a large movement like those other exercises. It's just a small micro movement. Tuck the pelvis in and arch the pelvis out. Tuck the pelvis in and arch the pelvis out. It's this small micro stretch right in your sacrum, right in the base of that spine. It's stretching out those ligaments in a really unique way. Next one is similar, called thigh shuffles. And this helps to stretch out those ligaments and tendons in your hip socket. So go ahead, and you're still seated in this chair. And I'm actually gonna show this from the side as well. This is what it looks like. I'm sure you probably have never seen this before, but it's called thigh shuffling. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shift my front thigh forward. So my chest is pointed forward and it's just gonna stay there. But I'm gonna shift my right knee and thigh forward as my left thigh shifts back. Now I'm gonna do the opposite. Shift this side over and then shift my right side forward again. And you'll feel this inner stretch deep inside the ligaments of your hip. Shift forward, just like this. So you want your knees at a 90-degree angle, shifting back. This is a fantastic one to do even while, say, you're watching TV, maybe you're eating dinner with a family. They probably won't even know you're doing it. But go ahead and practice this one. This might take a little bit of practice to get used to. You'll know you're doing it right when your knees are uneven. There's one knee that's more forward than the other. And when you shift, that other knee goes forward. So again, my upper body is staying stationary, and it's just my thighs that are shifting back and forth or shuffling. I call them thigh shuffles. And you can do it 5 times each. All right, that's the 6th exercise. The 7th exercise is called seated cat-cow stretch. This is fantastic. So there's muscles that travel all the way up from the base of your neck, all the way deep into the base of your spine, called the erector spinae. And so what that sometimes does is tenses up and it can cause more things binding up in your low back. So what you can do is cat-cow stretch. So you can do a cat, pretend like you're arching your back. I'm gonna do this from the side as well. So I'm just curling my spine down like this, like I'm slumped over in my chair, and then arching back. Keep those shoulders down, but rotate them back. Then shift or roll your spine down. This is stretching those erector spinae, those long muscles that go from your neck all the way to your spine, to your base of your spine. And stretch up. You can even look up towards the ceiling for that extra stretch. Down and up. So you want to do that 5 times as well. And again, that exercise or that stretch really elongates those muscles in the long, large muscles that go up and down your spinal column. So again, this is 7 easy chair stretches that you can do to help realign the spine and relieve low back pain. As always, my name is Coach Todd, and this is feelgoodlife.com. Go ahead, if you enjoy this video, and you wanna learn even more ways to help you relieve joint pain and get really strong, healthy joints, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Make sure to like this video, even leave a comment. And we're looking forward to hearing from you. And thanks so much for joining. Again, if you're looking for the follow along video that you can do every single day, go ahead and click this link right here and you'll be taken to the follow along 7 easy chair stretches to relieve low back pain.